Eun Woo. The name itself sounds like perfection carved out of calmness, a man who seems to glow even when he's standing still. And now he's proven that the world sees it too. According to the latest K-Brand Index rankings, Eun Woo has officially claimed the #2 spot, solidifying his position as one of Korea's most influential global icons. But what does it mean to embody perfection with warmth? That's the magic that has made Eun Woo a phenomenon, not just another beautiful face, but a man who's managed to bridge the distance between flawless and human. When you look at him, you see precision, the symmetry, the elegance, the way he holds himself in front of the camera like he's aware of every angle, yet never trying too hard. But beyond that outer perfection lies something more magnetic, a quiet warmth that makes you feel like he's someone you could actually talk to. Fans around the world say it's that warmth that makes him unforgettable. In an industry overflowing with good looks, what sets Eun Woo apart is how effortlessly he blends grace with gentleness. Born as Lee Dong-min in 1997, Eun Woo first entered the spotlight as a member of the boy group Astro under Fantasio Entertainment. Even then, it was clear he wasn't going to stay confined to the K-pop stage. The moment cameras found him, the world took notice. His visuals were so striking that Korean media dubbed him the Face Genius, a title that followed him everywhere. But instead of letting it define him, he decided to redefine what it means to be a face genius. He began building his empire step by step, from music to acting, from modeling to brand ambassadorships. You could see it happening in real time. His transition from idol to from actor to global icon. What's impressive isn't just his talent, it's how calculated and consistent his journey has been. There's no loud controversy, no messy headlines, just steady, intentional growth, the kind of professionalism that's rare in the entertainment industry. When he starred in dramas like My ID is Gangnam Beauty and True Beauty, he became the ultimate blueprint of the perfect male lead. He portrayed characters who were both ethereal and empathetic, men who carried confidence without arrogance. Those roles made him a household name across Asia. Viewers didn't just fall for his looks, they fell for how he could express emotion without overdoing it. There's a scene in True Beauty where he looks at the female lead with quiet affection, and you can literally feel his heart speak through his eyes. That's Eun Woo's magic, subtle but powerful. Now fast forward to 2025, and his influence is no longer limited to dramas or music. The K-Brand Index ranking him #2 globally means something bigger. Brands, audiences, and industries across continents are paying attention. He's the face of modern Korean culture, clean, charismatic, and quietly confident. He represents a version of Korea that is both futuristic and deeply emotional. Luxury brands are lining up, not just for his looks, but for the kind of credibility he brings. Dior, Burberry, and even high-end tech companies have chosen him as the image of their campaigns. Why? Because Eun Woo embodies a kind of perfection that doesn't intimidate, it inspires. He's the guy who looks like a sculpture but laughs like your friend from college. On variety shows, fans see his playful side, the one that laughs easily, makes small mistakes, or shyly admits he's nervous before a performance. That humanity is what balances his flawless exterior. When he talks about his work, there's a quiet humility in his tone. He never acts like a superstar, even though everyone around him treats him like one. That humility resonates with fans from Seoul to São Paulo. If you scroll through fan accounts on social media, you'll see stories that echo the same sentiment. He's too perfect, but he feels real. Whether it's a fan meeting where he remembers someone's name, or a behind-the-scenes video where he gently helps a staff member, people see his kindness shining through. It's the warmth that completes his perfection. The K-Brand Index itself is a major benchmark. It evaluates not only popularity, but also influence, trust, and global impact. To be ranked second on that list means Eun Woo is not just loved, he's respected. His face is recognizable across time zones, his name trends across platforms, and his fan base grows every single day. He's become a global ambassador of what Korean culture represents in this generation. Beauty with heart, success with sincerity. What's even more fascinating is how he's managed to keep evolving. Instead of staying safe in the pretty boy category, he's expanding his horizons. He's taken on darker, more complex roles that challenge his image. In his latest drama and film projects, you see him exploring deeper emotions, pain, loss, internal conflict, showing that behind the perfect face lies a serious actor. Critics have started to take note. They talk about his growth, his effort, his discipline, and fans, they're proud because it feels like they've grown with him. Off screen, his presence continues to shine. From magazine covers to international fashion shows, he carries himself with the kind of poise you can't fake. When he walks into a room, the energy shifts. But what makes it even more admirable is how grounded he remains. People close to him often describe him as calm, thoughtful, and deeply considerate. He's known to check on others before himself, to listen more than he talks. That emotional intelligence has become part of his brand, the soft-spoken star who doesn't need to shout to be heard. As global entertainment becomes more interconnected, stars like Eun Woo are leading the cultural exchange between Korea and the world. He's one of those few who can represent K-culture, K-drama, K-pop, K-beauty in one person. Fans who discover him through a Netflix drama end up exploring Korean music. Others who first knew him as a singer start watching his acting projects. He's not just a celebrity, he's an entry point into an entire culture. That's what makes him a global phenomenon. Even in interviews, you can see how he chooses his words carefully. He often talks about growth, gratitude, and responsibility. When asked about fame, he doesn't boast. He reflects. He once said in an interview, "I'm still learning how to be better, not just as an actor, but as a person." That kind of honesty cuts through the noise. In a world obsessed with perfection, he reminds people that real beauty lies in humility. It's interesting to see how different audiences interpret him. In Korea, he's admired for his work ethic and clean image. In Japan, he's adored for his elegance and emotional acting. In Southeast Asia, fans see him as approachable and sincere. In the West, he's often introduced as the Korean actor everyone falls in love with at first sight. But no matter where you go, the reaction is the same: admiration mixed with affection. And that brings us back to the phrase, perfection with warmth. Eun Woo is proof that you don't have to choose between the two. You can be polished yet kind, stunning yet soft, powerful yet gentle. He's redefined what it means to be an idol in the modern era. Someone who doesn't just perform but connects, who doesn't just shine but also comforts. When you think about it, that's why his fan base is so loyal. They don't just see him as a celebrity to admire, but as a person to root for. His fans celebrate his achievements like by personal victories. Every endorsement, every role, every award feels like a shared journey, and he never forgets to acknowledge them. His fan messages are always full of gratitude, always personal, as if he's talking to each person individually. As 2025 continues, all eyes are on what comes next for him. Will he release more music? Will we see him in another international collaboration? Or maybe even Hollywood? One thing is clear: Eun Woo's trajectory is only going upward. He's standing at that perfect intersection between global fame and grounded authenticity. It's a rare balance, and he's mastered it without losing himself. From his early days as a trainee to becoming one of Korea's top-ranked global figures, his story is one of quiet perseverance. He didn't rush, he didn't chase headlines. He built his career layer by layer with discipline, grace, and intention. That's why this new ranking isn't just a number, it's a recognition of years of steady dedication. So yes, the world sees Eun Woo as perfect, but what makes him extraordinary is how he turns that perfection into something warm, approachable, and real. He reminds us that you can shine without overshadowing others, that you can be admired without being distant, that you can be a global icon and still keep your heart in the right place. In the end, that's what perfection with warmth truly means. It's not about being flawless, it's about being full of light and sharing it. Eun Woo has become more than a celebrity, he's a standard. A reminder that kindness can be powerful, that gentleness can command attention, and that true beauty comes alive when it's touched by sincerity. As the camera lights fade and another scene wraps, he bows politely, thanks the crew, and smiles. Not because he's performing, but because that's who he is. Perfection with warmth, and that's why the world just can't stop watching Eun Woo.